Don't stop talking now because you see the camera, bro. Don't get scared now, bro.
I just want to go ahead and shit. That's all.
Let us know who we have here today, bro.
You already know AcHoodFella, man. Atlantic City, 609, man. Jack Boy, Ball, Intellect. Here with my boys, man. Arkin. Got Al right here, engineer. You know what I'm saying? We got some work coming. We first time recording for a minute now. We got something beautiful coming, man. And so we're on the lookout, man. We're on the lookout for him right there, get him right there. Arkin. Right there, Al right there, engineer. You feel me? We building, man. We building. Got some things coming. So we came together, linked up. This is out of all the producers I've been rocking with. This is one of the first producers that I met. Yeah, and him and Chase out of Philly. Yeah, but the main one I work with like that, like Arkin definitely. But
tell me about y'all two sound, like, you know, how y'all combination works.
It's like organic. It was organic. You know what I mean? Because when I first came with him, like we did like 9 songs. Right? How many songs we did the first time? 10 songs. And majority of them, I ain't write majority of them. You know what I'm saying? So half them, but I write though. But that day, like since I've been coming up here, yeah, because I ain't never. This is my first time really started coming to Brooklyn. Like I've been. Like really started coming to New York for real, like doing music and everything, but being in Brooklyn, especially Brooklyn, you feel me? I fucked with Big Heavy.
Do it give you like a different type of feel when you in Brooklyn?
It's Biggie from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. That's why it's different for me.
Cause you got something called street, what was it? Street hardcore rap.
I mean hardcore street rap.
Parts up. Is that like your style when you rapping and? Is that like the demeanor you come across when you got the bars? Like
I come from that era of, you know what I mean. I caught that era of the mixtapes and when it was like Ready to Die. Ready to Die is one of my favorite albums. War Report. You know what I mean. My first ever cassette tape I ever bought was Just a Liquid Sword. That was the first ever cassette tape I ever bought in my life. So yeah, I'm just come from that era and just. You know what I mean? Being able to, even I work with Snipe Life, with D Block out Yonkers. That's my boy. Me and him did a joint together. We just shot the video for it out Yonkers. Like just that experience going up there to D Block. I mean, shout out to the whole D Block. Like just going out there was like, damn, like I'm really out here. Like I watched this my whole life. Like when I'm from Atlantic City, like it's rare. It's very rare. You feel what I'm saying? Because we at the bottom of the map in Jersey. So
tell me about Atlantic City. Like what's the music scene like? You know, like everybody knows about the casinos and stuff like that, the good stuff. But what about the hip hop scene and stuff?
Past them casinos is the trenches. Like it's treacherous. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's where I come from. That's where I'm. You feel me? That's where I come from. You feel me? That's where I've been at. And you know the scene, the rap scene, you know it's like Atlantic City is like a melting pot. Like so you get a little bit of everything, but it's like you get a selective few, a handful that's different. Like me, I'm different. I'm really the only one that you gonna hear from Atlantic City that's really do like this boom bap underground. That do like, you know what I mean, that's a fact. You know what I mean, so it's like, you know what I mean, the people know. You feel me? This is what I do. It's just with me. I've been in and out of jail majority of my life, so it's like my teenage year I spent it in jail, 20s damn near in jail. So it's like me coming home, and like I'm in my 30s now. That's like I really got like a late start. You want to say? Cause you gotta think. I mean, you going back and forth in and out of jail like. I'm in the studio. I go to the studio. I still was going to the studio, but I was running the streets. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't realized back then you can't do both. So I thought I could, but it wasn't filled out. kept getting locked up, going on the run, stuff like that, and doing like long bids, and it just got get tired of that shit after a while. Like, man, fuck that. Like, stop bullshitting. The last bid I did, 5 years, maxed out. And before I said, I ain't coming back. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do this AcHoodFella, do me. But really started off with AcHoodFella doing shirts. Like, you feel me? And somebody gave me the idea of AcHoodFella, and I did that. And I just started doing shirts and with the music, and I ain't never looked back. You feel me? I had kids. I got 2 kids now, so life is really different. I got custody of my son, so I'm like, it's different. I'm a full-time dad. I got a daughter. Yeah. The only difference is I got a son, like, all day. It's like it's no, you feel me? So it's like, life is different for me. So it's like, I don't do this for a purpose. I have a purpose, a reason why I'm here with him and traveling here and linking with you. No, it's a purpose. Like, you feel me? Like, so I got stuff I can't lose. I can't be out acting all nutty, acting like a fucking fool and shit. Like, I ain't got no sense. Like, I mean, I gotta think about that. When I throw it in, I got a whole responsibility. Oh man, so my thought process is different. I carry myself, but I interact with people is different. So, I mean, it's good karma and bad karma. I mean, I want that good karma and bad karma. So that's why I just try to be humble as much as possible, not too cocky. You know what I mean? And be thankful for the blessing that I receive. And with my music, and you gonna feel it. Like, that's what basically is, just being organic. Just, I ain't sitting here trying to be like this person or that person. I ain't worried about that. Because, you know, the music is gonna lead itself out through all the, trust me. I don't know who might be paying attention now. I don't know. But I got people ears out there. I mean, it ain't just locally. Like, I got overseas people out in Canada. Shout out to DJ Cutdown, Thumbs, where he from at Sly Beach, Poland, Europe. Like, you know, Arkin, Chase out in Philly. So it's like, it's the producers really. That's what really makes it. It's gonna make as an artist. If you want to be an underground, independent artist, you definitely gotta have a producer. Producer is like build that relationship, because without the producers, what you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? We kill ourselves. I'm gonna say we, because I'm included in that too. Like we sometimes at a time we might gotta go to the YouTube or the instrumentals, but we gotta really think like, yo, we got talent. We deserve to be on these. Like, yo, let me find me a producer. Don't be scared to go pay or start paying attention to others. You don't know. You don't know who might like your sound. And don't be too cocky. Like, you bigger and better. It's like, listen to what people gotta say. Because sometimes everybody ain't trying to charge you or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people say, oh, they take this money to break. No, it don't. It really don't take a lot of money. It's just work ethic. You ain't gotta spend thousands of dollars. Yeah, you gonna spend money, but not the money like everybody else saying. Cause I'm example, like, I mean, I think all that came from was him hearing me on this Stallone album. We link and talk and have a conversation. Like, you feel me? If you really about what you say you're about, you gonna get up and go do what you gotta do and go linking up with him, and we've been rocking ever since. But it just show how serious I was. And I wasn't playing. I traveled all the way up to Rhode Island on D. Stallone to do the song. I traveled all the way up there to see my boy. You feel me? To record that song. Like, I don't be playing. So I can't come all the way up there, because at the end it's gonna pay off. I mean, it's definitely gonna pay off. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but
I got one more question for this section, and we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna go to another one. Mm-hmm. And it's just based off what you're saying. You know, you go out and you reach out and you make the connections. What gives you that confidence to say, you know what, I believe in myself to make these moves and to take these steps to reach out to these people. You don't know if they're going to give you that energy back, but you just taking a chance on yourself. What's giving you that confidence to be like this type of artist?
Okay. Because when I was in the streets, right, and that's just anybody, if we can go do what we do, put our energy into doing what we do, and travel and make them type of risks and sacrifices, what's the difference? It's music. You can't get locked up for it. You know what I'm saying? You can actually go peacefully. So that's where it come from me really being in the streets. And some people would never know this about me because you hear my music, but unless you really talk to me, you feel me? Like, you can hear it in my music, but it's like I try not to get too deep in the details, you feel me? That's why I really don't try to say names too much, because it's too much detail. So it's like building that confidence and running the streets and traveling is like, it's the same thing. Like, so it's like, all right, come on, what the fuck? Like, ain't about nothing, come on. You feel me? Get a chance to move around. You feel me? You meet different people, different, you don't know who you might meet. You don't know who just coming up here. You don't know who you might just be in the room with. Oh, just like I never knew who he might know. Next thing you know, we in around such and such, such and such. It's like, oh damn, because you never know who people might know or what might happen. You can't be scared though. Yeah, we ain't scared out in the streets. We're scared to make some noise. To put something together that can help people. Let's start with that. Some people, and probably some people is not built like that. It's hard. It's cool. Some people need a gang of people. Some people need this. Some people, for me, if I gotta go somewhere where I gotta be a gang of, I gotta be all my boys and we gotta have this. What am I going for? For what? It ain't got nothing to do with being on something. Come on, we handle business. Like, we handle business. Let's go handle business. I don't need all y'all right now. You don't need, ain't that serious. I mean, oh, y'all not about to go kill somebody. Like, we good, I'm good. Like, you feel me? Like, I mean, that it's a time and a place for it. It's like, you gotta know how to turn that switch on. Like, you feel me? We chillin'. Like, what we need a gang of people. Like, we good. Like, I mean, ain't no, not to nobody that does that. So understand how you got rule, because some people, life is set up different. Some people really outside doing this kind of third. Some people's outside but may not be doing what they usually do. Cause like, you feel me? Some people's situations is different. You feel me? Y'all make the lesson. Don't let your head get you down. Don't let it bother you. Like God, that's how it is. Positive vibes. I feel God. All okay. I don't even care nothing like that anyway. So it's all good.
So good, man. It's so good.